My name is Jose. I'm 29 years old. I came from Spain, where I have been studying telecommunication, and now I'm in Taita studying my PhD in optoelectronics. And yeah, I would like to tell you my opinion about internet and how the technology is involved with internet. First of all, the world has been increasing in technology following the famous Moore's law, where it says like the transistors have to be, the number of transistors by chip has to be multiplied by by double every year, and that means it's exponential, and we are following this evolution. The access of people to internet or to the technology involved with internet is increasing exponentially, and for sure now every day more people discover internet and become new users, as well as the previous ones that have been in internet for a long time. They become more and more frequent users of internet. That means from before you never use internet because you even didn't know. Now you're just using how many hours per day. How many people cannot live nowadays without internet is so much. So we have developed a technique, create a strong dependence, and from the very beginning you start to use through applications, through communications or information. You get trapped and you need it, and we don't know how to live without it. Then it's gonna evolve in different ways. First is information, then is entertainment. These are the and commerce. These are the three branches of internet, in my opinion. Each one has their own property. Entertainment is these people really don't want internet for another thing than to enjoy. For this one, it's making more enjoyable the life, at least from the point of view of the reward you get from internet. But you're losing many other things by focusing your entertainment in internet. You lose interactivity with people. We are losing a lot of feelings, person to person. Now we just have to interact with people through internet. Then you lose so many properties of that. Even you have the cameras and Skype or so many other programs you can use. We are treating with machines, and we are developing machines which they can understand or feelings and reproduce in the other side, but they're still machines. And this is my little aware about internet, is the relation people with machine instead of people. In this sense, I think internet is bad because we are losing a very important part, and internet is helping to make more weak this thing. But by the other side, it also can communicate you with people from the other part of the world that you will never know about him, and by that you can enrich of what he thinks or what he says, but you will never interact with him directly. Then it's the same than a friend that you will never know him. I don't know, this is questions about social things. About information, we are develop a huge encyclopedia which is called internet, where basically you just need to type what you want and you will have access to so much knowledge. You never can imagine, you never can read all, and you start by researching about something and probably you will finish by researching about another thing. Then is a huge encyclopedia where it links you to many other things, and you might learn about many things, but probably you will not learn deeply about what you were looking for. And but you have access to many other things like books, what is in the books, what has been put together in libraries, and now you just by one click you just get it there. Then your potential is increasing so much. And this is a virtue or this is a problem, I don't know, but it's the society of information, and information is money, is value, is your own knowledge, and is your own improvement. Then it's helping you, and it can collaborate to develop more and more. And again, it's exponential. More you learn, exponentially you can. Internet is also helping you exponentially to learn more things, since you can link directly to all other. And since information is the big issue in this moment, is the commerce and the Facebook and all the MSM and all the other applications combined with the commerce, how to deal with this information, who has the information, who has the power nowadays. Then companies want power. You have the information, you have the power, you can control. Then probably in the future, companies as for example Facebook, they will have so much power. They already have it, and it's increasing. And if you talk with people about these things, you can find like they will always keep your information. Once you put it there, you are in. It's almost impossible to leave. So very careful about those things. Once you are in, you are you are accepting all these agreements that you never will read, but you are accepting them. There is a big problem of internet. By one click, you are already saying a lot of things which you probably never read. Then you are compromising yourself in so many things that you don't know. It's like the small letter. Before you have small letters, and you need to read carefully like the small letters because they always say something. Now in internet you will never do that. You just click accept because you think it's so long and it's boring and you don't want to do it. And you're compromising yourself. Then it can aware you about that and how to move the money. These companies, banks, and other companies, they create models through internet, and it seems it's make easier for them first to the business people to move the money. How many money it can be saved just by using internet. The letters, who wrote letters now? Nobody wrote letters, just write email and it's gone. How much money can you save that? Later we can say internet is also helping to the environment. You don't need to waste paper, but instead of use paper, we just using fibers. And how much does it cost to produce fibers? Yeah, maybe one is very cheap, but the technology involved in the production of all these components is so expensive. Even they can make a cheap cost for a single one. The money invested on the design of the plants, the fabric to build this, is so expensive, and it's not gonna stop. It's just gonna go more and more and more. We start to walk away. It doesn't have a way back. And from the universities and from the research part, there is where maybe I can explain myself. People research, and like the research, they will never stop to research. Even the research can be for a good purpose or for a bad purpose, but the improvement is, you cannot stop. You cannot stop the mind of a researcher, a scientific, to say what you're gonna do is gonna be bad, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. It doesn't depend on you. You're just gonna develop and you're gonna put it there. Then it's somebody, and if you don't do it, it's another one is gonna do, because they also have this curiosity. Then internet is gonna go more, and we're gonna fill the sky of satellites. It's already half full of it, and we are going to put more and more. We're going to extend more and more wires all over the world. We are going to put more and more computers over all the world, and everybody is going to have access to that. No, not everybody. Probably some people in 100 years, my prognostications could be like 2/3 of the world could have access to internet easily. Before the law in Spain, it was everybody by constitution law have the access to a telephone. Probably the constitution, if has to be written in 100 years, will be everybody by right has access to internet. So this is a clear evolution of how our rights will, how internet can even change our basic rights, and is a very powerful, and it helps to connect people, but you're losing the capacity of interact person by person, which probably is more enrichable than just talk through a computer. I can vision something like, in my opinion, the next generation. And when I talk about next generation, maybe it's 20 or 40 years, and I don't think the technique is already developed and is really on the process, but it will be virtual. Instead of have a screen where you can see your friend to connect with him, maybe your computer will be able to project a light with your friend, and you will have it in front of, made of light, basically. I think that can be possible, like reproduce your friend in the future. I'm not talking in 10 or 20 years, maybe 50, 100 years, you will be able to do these techniques. Then you will have even your friend over there. There is a technique called teletransportation. It's already discovered. They have the same photon here and here. It's the same. They cannot be distinguished. It's exactly the same. And they have in a chamber, and they have it. They already did it. Now, instead of one single photon, you can create a human body, and you can reproduce it, and it will be in the same place, in two places, but it will be the same. Then it's teletransportation. You can have it in both places at the same time, because the quantum mechanics define the probability. And yeah, this is, you can be teletransported, and it's not a joke. The word sounds like a joke, but there are really people very smart researching about that. You can have your friend here, or maybe in my friends in Spain, then it will be the same. I will always wonder, is the same? Yeah, it's the same. Then if we can be in two places at the same time, you start to make all these stupid questions can go to your mind, and maybe you can meet your son before he born, or things like that, or this is a fact, and this is already on the journals, on the papers of the scientifics, that I think if we think about communications, the next level is that one, teletransportation. There is one thing at the same place at the same time, and it's the same. What do you want more?